I bought my first exotic car at the age of 23 with cash. What's up, guys? My name is Sin Win, and this is Automotive Economics. In this channel, I'm going to talk to you about cars, finances, and how they affect my life. So you may be wondering which exotic car I actually purchased at the age of 23. I actually purchased a 2011 Lotus Evora S manual 6-speed. If you're not familiar with Lotus, Lotus is a very, very small car manufacturer that produces small, lightweight cars that are super, super fun to drive. The one question that I get asked the most is, what do I do for a living? And how I am able to afford buying this car at the age of 23. I usually always tell people I do a lot of things. I usually tell people I'm an IT manager by day. I'm also a published photographer, a cinematographer, graphic designer, and I buy and sell cars. The second question I always get asked is, how did you buy it cash? I have to kind of give you guys a backstory. I got into cars at the age of 19 when I bought my first car, a Nissan 350Z. I basically built up. I bought it, fixed it up, sold it, bought another one, fixed it up, sold it, bought another one, fixed it up, sold it. Just kept doing that, and it kept making a little bit of money, About 2 years ago, I was working in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and I was making good money. I had money from my previous build. I had savings. I had sold off some stuff, so I had all the money at once, and I figured, why not buy my dream car in cash? What 23-year-old gets the chance to say that or even do that? So I figured, why not? To add on to that answer as to how I bought this car with cash is that all my life, my parents have taught me to buy stuff with cash. Don't do credit. Do not buy everything on credit. You will regret it in the long run. And I believe that to 100% because my parents are Asian. Asian people don't have credit cards. I took what they told me to heart, and literally ever since I was young, I have bought literally everything I could with cash and didn't even touch a credit card until I moved off to college. And even then, I did not use my credit card for anything except emergencies and the occasion of food because I was a broke college student. The misconception with credit is that people always think that you have to have credit to do anything in life. Buy a house, buy a car, buy anything of value. That's not the case. That is definitely not the truth. You can literally buy anything with cash. In my personal opinion, if you can't afford it cash, you can't afford it at all. So why buy it before you actually have the money for it? That's setting yourself up for failure. Another point to how I could afford this car with cash is that I bought and sold cars. I flipped camera equipment. I did everything I could to make a little bit here and there over the course of 4 or 5 years while I was in college to save up for this big moment of my life. Paying cash for this Lotus actually saved me a ton of money. I saved roughly about 10 to 15% off market value of this car because I paid cash. The guy was moving and it was just the perfect opportunity. I went up there, I believe on a Sunday, and came back on a Monday or a Tuesday and bought the car because the banks were open and drove it home that day. I actually still currently have the car 2 years later. It's just been in the shop for a minor repair. It's going to be back in the next month or so, and I'm going to be doing more reviews on it, show you guys what has happened since my David Patterson / That Dude in Blue review. Huge shout out to David Patterson for helping me get the courage and the education to start my own YouTube channel and to do this. I've been wanting to do this for a few years now, and David's always been like, dude, go for it. You never know what you can achieve until you actually do it. And I've just had so many things that's prevented me from doing this, and now is the time. Now is my chance to actually get this started, and I want to give you a huge shout out and a huge thank you for pushing me to do this and for being an awesome friend. Every time I text you, you're doing something awesome. Keep doing something awesome, David. And I will see you soon. I'll talk to you soon, but I'm going to link the Lotus review that David did of my Lotus Evora S about 2 years ago when I first got it, in the link in the description. And just hopefully we can do another collab in the future soon. We've got something in the work for you guys. I'll keep you posted, and just subscribe, like, and click the notification bell, and hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of collabs with other YouTubers and car enthusiasts alike here soon. If you like what you see on my channel, please consider telling your friends and sharing. It helps a ton, and I want to be able to bring you guys more content, be able to travel, do this a lot, interview with people, drive cars, review cars, and just get into the mindset of how people think financially, how they acquire their cars, how they keep their cars, how they upgrade their cars, and just their insight and tips and tricks and financial things that they had to go through just to be able to make it to where they get that car or be able to purchase that car or even own that car, their hardships on that. And who knows, maybe you can learn a thing or two, maybe I can learn a thing or two when I'm doing these reviews and interviews and whatnot as well. If you guys like this video, please consider subscribing. That will allow me to bring you guys more content on how to get your car featured, how to get your car sponsored, etc., stuff like that, and tips and tricks on how to help yourself learn how to budget and just stay within your means and be able to buy things that you want, literally buy anything that you want. From a guy that bought his first exotic car, one of his dream cars at the age of 23 with cash, I want to be able to help you guys do the same exact thing, because if I had more people like me helping me when I was growing up, I would have been able to do it at an even younger age as opposed to even 23. So if you guys like this video, please consider subscribing. It will help me a ton. This is Automotive Economics. I'll see you next time.